Wow, you guys, podcast equipment should be harder to purchase than a firearm. Gavin Newsom and Michelle Obama is doing whatever they can to stay relevant. You guys got to check this video out.
Turns out Michelle's been busy working on a new podcast, and so far it's been a flop. The first two episodes have been up all day and only gotten a few thousand views on YouTube. Half of them are probably primetime producers. But still, Michelle's spilling the family secrets, like how Barry gets on her nerves. Listen.
Barack, he had to adjust to what on time was for
Because
me.
he was on that island time.
Well, but, I've got this husband who's like, when it's time to leave, it's 3 o'clock, he's getting up and going to the bathroom. And I was like, dude, like 3 o'clock departure means you've done all that, It's like, don't start looking for your glasses, at the 3 o'clock departure. But he's improved over 30 years of marriage. But that was you must adjust.
Michelle says her husband doesn't really like people, doesn't know how to talk to him, and doesn't even really care.
I think he's 100% right. Barack Obama didn't really care whenever he was campaigning, but he knew how to talk to people. He knew how to lie and make it sound good. The yes we can thing was really good. It appealed to a lot of black people, and they try to make you feel like you're wrong for not voting for Barack Obama at a time. Let's keep going, guys.
When a girlfriend comes to visit, it's usually like, you got to stay for 2 days because it's going to take us
so much
2
time
days to check up. Now, Barack has come in, he's come out, and he's like, y'all still talking? He'll sit down for 5 minutes, be like, how are the boys? And the flip side of my husband, right? Because he golfs. And golfing takes as long as the first session of our, it takes 5 hours to golf. He'll golf with his buddies, come back and be like, how's X? He's good. It's like, what'd y'all talk about? Nothing.
Hate to break it to Michelle, but guys don't get deep on the course. Normally, when someone rags on their spouse, there's usually a little love. Like, Jimmy, he never listens, but he looks cute in his suit. But that wasn't cute. Did she drop this podcast to distance herself from Barack so she could run for president?
That's actually a good question. I think this 2028 thing is going to be so weird for us because you got Kamala Harris, you got Michelle Obama, AOC. I think it's going to be a lot of stuff that goes on. And Michelle Obama and this whole entire thing she has going on, getting a few 3,000 views or whatever her podcast, she seems incredibly ungrateful.
Every politician starts a podcast right before they launch their next campaign. Looking at you, Gavin. And it turns out Michelle wasn't the only one who had problems with Barack when he was in office. Michelle says the kids were embarrassed too.
Every year we'd have the turkey pardoning. And that was the one thing that the girls would do at Barack, was to go stand next to him when he pardoned this turkey.
Yes.
And it was cute when they were little, but as they got older, you could see on their faces in the shots of them thinking, I would just poke my eyes out. Just right now, just get me out of here. I'm standing with my father telling these stupid jokes, next to a turkey. So by the time we got to the last year, the last turkey pardoning, they were done. They were just like, I'm out. I'm not.
He's putting way too much family information out there in the streets, man. This is horrible. I don't think she would ever have a great political career. I want to ask you guys a question. Do you think a 2024 ticket with Barack Obama versus Trump, who wins? If one of them had to become president, who wins? I think it's one of those things where the Democrats are so still delusional that they would have went back and they would have voted for Barack Obama, and they would have been like, oh, they would have played the same game. He's black. You got to vote for him, man. I don't know. I just wanted to ask you guys that and see what you were feeling. Let's keep going.
Not going.
Michelle also revealing that she didn't want her husband running for president. That makes two of us.
Being married to the president of the United States thing.
Yeah.
that none of us kind of banked on. I mean, we knew Barack was smart and, ambitious, but, I think, but you talked me into supporting his run.
I did.
Because I was definitely like, nope, no way, this is crazy. We've done enough crazy stuff.
That's right. That's right. Barack came to me and he's like, I can't convince your sister to go along with this. And I'm like, whoa, go along with what? And it's like, I think I'm going to run for president. And I was like, what? I convinced you to not penalize him for being really good at what he does.
That has to really suck to have somebody you're married to can't even back you up when you want to chase your dreams. He said he wants to be president. She immediately shot him down.